Hey, everybody, this is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer since 1969. Where have the years gone? Wow. And I'm here with my astrological overview for February 2022. Um, Before I give you the overview, just wanted to mention, for those of you who have asked, yes, I am still doing astrological mentoring. For those of you who are interested in studying astrology and practicing astrology. And what I've seen with the students I have mentored, they've just been beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I discovered that I adore mentoring people. And so those of you who've asked about it over the years, yeah, I finally got to it. All right. So some of you may be practicing astrologers. Some of you may be advanced students, and you really don't want a soup to nuts series of face-to-face webinars with me. You do have questions that you've come across in your own personal practice or in your own studies, and you'd like enough time with me, enough sessions with me, so that you have the answers to those questions and you can move forward. And since the way I do my mentoring, it is customized for each student. No two students are at the same level. And we do it face-to-face on Zoom for an hour each session. And my concept of an hour is that it's at least 60 minutes. I tend to run over a little bit. So if you would like a few mentoring sessions with me, they're private, of course. They will be based on your studies, where you are along the line with your studies. And the charts that we use will be those of you and your family. If you're interested in that, go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com, and you'll find under the spiritual coaching tab, I had to stop and think for a minute, you'll find my mentoring program. It's somewhere on my website, and you're free to email me or call me, and I'll be glad to talk with you personally to set up whatever schedule works for you, so that what I've seen is that the most important thing a student can have after they have studied, after they have passed whatever tests, whatever hoops they've decided they want to jump through, is self-confidence in their ability to deliver to the client what the client wants. This is where I come in. I can help you with that. So that's my announcement. Now, let's look at February 2022. I'm still getting used to the 2022 part. First of all, a couple of things going on astrologically that some of you are familiar with, and you're just jumping up and down for joy over. Venus is retrograde, was retrograde, excuse me. A few days ago, it went direct. Now, that means it's in the shadow of the retrograde. And when it's in the shadow, it feels just like it's retrograde. And when Venus goes retrograde, it feels just like a Mercury retrograde. And as you know, the last month has been crazy because we've had Venus and Mercury retro. We won't even go there. Okay, you've lived through it. Now, Venus is going to stay in the shadow of the retrograde till March 1st. Mercury is retrograde. So for all intents and purposes, because when a planet like Venus is in the shadow of the retrograde, it feels just like a retrograde. So that's where we're all at. And so, no, you're not crazy. No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's everybody on this planet. On the 4th of February, Mercury is going to go direct, hot dog, but it's going to move into the shadow immediately thereafter and stay in the shadow till February 24th. So you're not going to start a new project until after February 4th, which is why my new mentoring program, I'm announcing it now, and I'm not going to sign anybody up for a time before February 4th. That's how you work it, all right? Venus will be in the shadow till March 1st, and Mercury will come out of the shadow of the retrograde on February 24th. Does that feel better? I hope. Good. So that's the big announcement. Now, we've got, of course, a new moon and a full moon this month. The new moon is February 1st. It's, let's see, if you're on Eastern time, it will be 12:47 a.m., the middle of the night, in other words, on February 1st. It will be in 12 degrees Aquarius. Find 12 degrees Aquarius in your birth chart, and that is where the energy of life starts picking up and moving forward. Okay? Today is the 30th. You don't have that long to wait. Hang in there. Now, the full moon, which is when things go pop, is on February 16th at 4:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I say Eastern because that's the time zone I'm on. Convert this to yours. It will be in 28 degrees Leo. Again, find 28 degrees of Leo in your birth chart, because that is where things will come to a head. You might say, is that bad or good? Well, it's neither. It is things coming to a head. So knowing this, you are going to plan accordingly, aren't you? You're going to look and see where it is in your birth chart. And of course, I'm going to give you its solar placement, and you combine the two. And of course, I'll give you the solar placement when I get to your sign. Oh, and another little aside that I think was so adorable. Venus and Mars. Of course, Valentine's Day is February 14th. Venus and Mars will be conjunct, meaning right on top of each other. The 13th, the 14th, and the 15th of February. Woohoo! Venus is love and sugar, sweets, it's flowers, it's beauty, it's money. And Mars is passion. It's energy. It's what you fight for and fight with. And so when you have Venus and Mars sitting on top of each other, honey, you have got fireworks. Plan accordingly. You might say, I sure do wish there was somebody I could light a fire with in my life. Well, get out there and find them. Do it. You say, well, we've got COVID going on. Yes, I understand that. And Venus is in the shadow, and Mercury is still retrograde in its shadow. And just get out there and find somebody that you really care about. You might say, well, it's not that easy. Sure it is. Just make up your mind that you're going either with yourself or a group of friends somewhere where, you're doing social distancing and where you can meet eligible people. I highly recommend it. Okay, now the sun is in, I march to my own drummer, and am I crazy or is the world crazy? Aquarius. Okay, until the 18th, when it moves into, what planet is this? And what did you say? Pisces. So it goes from the humanitarian to the dreamer. I love it. Venus, planet of love and money and all the good stuff, is in Capricorn, practical, logical. So when you go out there, Valentine's Day, you're not looking for something frivolous. You're looking for something lasting. Mercury starts off in Capricorn, practical, logical thinking. And then on the 14th, it moves into Aquarius. And all of a sudden, your thinking is more about the group, what is best for the whole. And since we are in the age of Aquarius, I think this is absolutely terrific. Mars, action and energy. Remember, Mars is conjunct Venus. They're both in Capricorn. And so there's a very traditional, practical, logical tone to Valentine's Day, right? Okay. And in your personal forecast, each sign's personal forecast, I have included Jupiter. Jupiter is the great benefic, the greater benefic. Venus is the lesser benefic. Oxymoron, right? Less good. Venus is fabulous. Jupiter, even more so. And so together, these are the two that bring love and abundance and all the good stuff. And so I have included Jupiter this month, and I may continue to do that because the world does need a little bit of good stuff in it. So I think that's all I've got to share in the overview. I certainly hope that your Valentine's Day is what you would like it to be, and that your month is what you create it to be. So move forward, look at your sun sign. Oh, I've been asked by many of you, do I read my sun sign forecast or my ascendant forecast? The answer is yes. You do both. Okay? So till next month, when we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours, my dear friends. Bye for now.